Here it is. First day of practice for the Hobie BOS Toledo Bend. A little bit of backstory. We have drove from Utah all the way down to Kissimmee, Florida, fished the trail, fished the Invitational, and then a day later we had the KBF DZ Top 10. Then we drove to Lake Fork for the Bassmaster. That didn't go so well. But now we're trying to redeem ourselves in Louisiana, and this will be our last stop before we head back to Utah on this 10,000 mile trip. So, see how we do.
Why do I feel like I'm forgetting everything?
Guys, freaking second flip. That's a 17-inch stud. And she is cold and light. She is ready.
Snowmobile, y'all, is trees for traction. There ain't nothing about trees for traction in a kayak.
Do what now?
Cut your line. You know what's going on, just break your line, let him take your line.
Yeah, I feel you, dude.
Okay, I'll see you, dude.
Yeah, peace.
Oh my gosh, I should not have hooked at that. I should not have hooked at him! Dadgum! I bet you knew I shouldn't have. Oh man, I just made a mistake. That's okay, I'm okay. Okay guys, here we are. Day one of the Hobie BOS Toledo Bend. This will be our third stop of this trip. Crazy, craziness. I'm tired of driving. I'm ready to be home. I love fishing, don't get me wrong. I love it. But I'm tired. 100% tired. This is day one. You won't win it today. You can lose it. Gotta get 5 bites. 5 good bites. So, stay tuned. Peace out.
That's okay. It's small, but that's okay. I'm okay with the small fish. I'm okay with the small fish. Better. She's better. She's flipping better. She's better. Bite's turning on. 16, 17 maybe. Ooh, look at that black spot. That's cool. GoPro, stop recording. Guys, that's a good fish. Oh my God. Let me hold on to her. That's 5. Heavenly Father, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's 5, baby. That's 5. Gosh, get the f out of here. They are in that tree stump. They are in that fetching stump right there. They're in that fetching stump. Wow. I don't think he's gonna help. That was still cool.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you a breakdown of what happened. This was day one. I think I was sitting in 5th place after day one. Well, it stormed all day, it flooded, it rained. Obviously, you saw how wet my GoPro got. And my connection went out. I don't know really what happened. I think everything just got soaking wet. And my plug that plugged in my GoPro would not get my GoPro to cut on. But on day one, sitting in 5th, going into day 2, kind of the same thing happened. I went out and started fishing the same area, just couldn't get bit, couldn't get the fish I wanted, and ran back into my little spot that I had found 2 days prior to the tournament. And get back there, and there's not too many people. There's only like 3 people this time. The day before, there was like 7 boats, 10 kayaks. I'm like, oh my gosh. Get back in there and slowly start to catch some fish. Well, I remember middle of the day, I picked up the phone and looked at the standings, and I was in the lead by like 10 inches. I'm like, what in the world? I started to freak out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can win this. I can win this thing. And I remember a few people messaged me and my headset went off. I was like, you're winning, and then someone just passed you. And then out of nowhere, the Lord straight up said, turn around. I just remember hearing turn around because I was about to go back to my spot and I was headed back that way. Well, as soon as I turned around, I threw my chatterbait and pulled out a 21. Next tree, after that one, I pulled out an 18. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, I passed the guy, and it was actually Rolando Nandine had passed me. And, well, I passed him, and then he made another call, and we would go back and forth. And then we went back and forth like 4 times. And Erin Mathis called me or messaged me, one of the two, I can't really remember. She's like, he just passed you. And then I passed him again for the 4th time, and then he passed me like 4 inches. I'm like, homie just caught an A-rig fish. He just doubled up, caught a stud and another coal. And sure enough, I talked to him at the award ceremony. He did. He caught 2 on an A-rig, and one was a 19, and I think the other was a 16. And my next fish, I didn't catch 2 more. I only caught a 16 and I only caught another 17, and it wasn't enough. I think he beat me by an inch or 3/4 of an inch. But it was awesome. I really wish I had it all on film, but hey, it is what it is. The filming while you're fishing is a lot tougher than I ever thought it would be. So it takes a lot more, and I was just so focused on the tournament. But I'm happy how it turned out. Like, this is really my first BOS that I ever went to and fished with this type of field, and I took 2nd. So super stoked. Peace out.